Good morning, Tower Hill, and welcome back to the third episode of the Good News Crew. I'm Liz Brown, and today we have some really good news for you. First up, Miss Ramble shared a picture of the 35 books that she used in the process of writing her master's thesis on trauma theory in the classroom. That's a lot of resources. Congratulations to Miss Ramble, who successfully defended her master's thesis in English from Villanova University in May. Many of you are passing time in quarantine by experimenting in the kitchen and cooking delicious and impressive dishes. Olivia Langlois reports that she's taken this to a new level by making her own puff pastry for chocolate croissants, phyllo dough for baklava, crafting a beautiful apple tart, and even making her own dulce de leche for condensed milk. I think we found the next winner of the Great British Bake Off. And now we're going to go to some familiar faces for more good news and some support.
Hi everyone, I have some special guests for us today. I have some recent TowerHill alums who came in to say hello to you. And we are going to talk to them about everybody say hi. We're going to talk about their lives right now, about quarantine, about college, and about some advice that they have for you all. So the first question I wanted to ask you all was, how are you doing in quarantine? What is life like? What is college like now that you're not on campus?
For me specifically, adjusting to being online is fine. I'm already done, which is nice. Already done for the year. I had online clinicals because I'm a nursing major, not a nurse, which was really interesting. And I feel like the teachers were really flexible, which was nice.
So turning back to TowerHill, I wanted to ask some of you if you had any advice for our graduating seniors. What do you wish you had known going into college that you'd like to impart to them?
I can start with this one. The first thing I'd say, just with regard to leaving TowerHill on such an odd note, is that you've been at TowerHill for 3.5 or more years now, and you've had 3.5 normal years that have been awesome. So the experience shouldn't be judged based on missing a couple things or a lot of things in your last half of a year. It should be judged based on the amazing experience and growth you've gone through as you've been at TowerHill. I know it's really difficult to do, especially since it's such an odd, stressful time. But in the future, you're not going to remember just this. You're going to remember all the friends you've made here or at TowerHill, all the people you've met, teachers you've made, things you've learned, stuff like that. So just because the ending stinks, doesn't mean the whole experience did.
I have a small piece of advice, I guess, and that would be to get a journal when entering college. I find it to be very therapeutic in the moment, and then it's also really nice to look back on the good memories you've had, but it's also nice to look back at those really hard journal entries during the really hard times, because then when you look back and read them, you realize wow, I got through those really hard times. And it's also nice to realize that when the things you were feeling during the really hard times didn't define how you were going to feel a week from then or a month from then.
To add to that, and definitely piggybacking off what Nat said, going to college is so exciting. You're leaving high school, going to a new university, and there's so much fun in that. But then also I would say for the first half of the year, it's not always going to be pretty. And if it is always pretty for you, that's awesome. But also if it's not, that is okay. And it's so normal. So some of the thoughts of this school is not for me, just kind of know that you're not the only one thinking that. Probably everyone around you is thinking that. Even the girl or guy who looks like they're having the time of their life every day, they're probably going home you know what, I'm going to go home tomorrow. So that's a very normal feeling, I'd say, and just kind of stick it out. You gave yourself 18 years to adjust to the life that you're in now. Give yourself more than a month, 2 months, even a year. The adjustment period, it might take you 2 years, it might take you 3, it might take you a month, but give yourself that time, be patient, and just, it's okay, it's normal.
But everyone always told me that coming from TowerHill, I'd be super prepared. And I believed them to a degree, but I also had my doubts. But really trust your preparation, because TowerHill is honestly, I'm not lying at all. It's an amazing school, and it prepares you so well for everything that you're going to encounter. And it's not even, it's just the way you think. It's not necessarily the knowledge that you have, but you have the skills to approach everything. And it's also, it's your teachers have prepared you so well. They do an incredible job, but it's your peers. I found that my peers at TowerHill were just so motivated and always going the extra mile and pushing me in such a positive way. And you don't find that everywhere. So you are just beyond ready for whatever you're going to come across. So just trust yourself and try not to have doubts, is what I would say.
So you've offered advice to our seniors. And I would love to hear what you have to say about what you would say to our underclassmen. What do you think they should be focusing on at TowerHill? What do you miss about your time at TowerHill? Do you wish you'd spent more time on? Anything like that?
take this one. So I would say that something that I miss the most about Tower Hill that I don't think that I would have is just those like small moments, like sitting with my, I don't know, you have so many friends at Tower Hill, so like however big a lunch table is, every day for that like 30 minutes is just like so special to me. And that's something now today, like if all my friends get together, it's such a special occasion. We're at Tower Hill that happened every day, like so regularly. And then the other thing I really miss and I'd say I would be sure to do is during free periods, like, yes, it's fun to hang out in the lounge and like do homework there, but being able to sit in a teacher's room and get your work done is really fun too, because you'll get to college and you'll miss your friends a lot, but you'll realize that you also miss your teachers, but that's because they're your friends.
Okay, my final question for you guys is, what are you doing for fun these days? I want TV show recommendations, things you're watching, what you're listening to. Where's the best takeout in Wilmington? Where can I get some good food? What are you up to?
And something that like my family and I have been doing, because I haven't lived with my brother and sister since high school, so it kind of feels like high school, but we love to play card games. So we've been playing a lot of Hearts, a lot of Presidents, and a lot of Clue. That has been a big thing in our house again. So that's been so fun. And just like going on walks with my dogs and going on walks with people in my family. That has been like so special and something I will remember forever.
And then one other cool thing that I've really enjoyed, it makes me sound like kind of old, but I like to like get up in the morning, have a cup of coffee and do the crossword puzzle. It's just a great way to like start, the mind, get the juices flowing, and it's really fun. I don't know. So if you have a newspaper or just any platform that you can, I recommend giving it a try.
That's kind of what everyone has been saying, like finding new ways to stay busy. I'm also like trying to find ways to stay active. So like there's so many state parks that are open with a ton of different trails, and it's been crazy. Like I went out one day and I ran into people from Tower Hill. I ran into like Cassie Sullivan and Matt Sherrar. So I think that also talks about how powerful like the relationships are at Tower Hill, that even after, I don't know, like it's been 3 years, we can still run into each other and like have a nice 6 foot apart conversation together on the trail.
Okay, especially for the seniors who are watching, my family and I got El Diablo the other night. El Diablo is just always so good, and you've got to eat it before you go to college because you are going to miss El Diablo.
Well, thank you all so much for doing this. I'm sure that all of Tower Hill is thrilled to see you and hear from you. And if there are other opportunities for us to bring you back and chat, I hope that you'd be willing to talk with the underclassmen, the seniors, and also say hi to your teachers, because we all miss you. So from all of your teachers, we miss you and we love you. And we're so glad that you're home and safe and healthy. So thank you so much for doing all of this.